All right, let's go ahead and get started. This is Eric McMillan, and we'll get into who I am in just a second. But you're here because you got an email about how to get 10 vacation weeks per year for 5K for life. Today's January 19th, 2012. Let's go ahead and get started. So I just wanted to do a quick about me, just so those of you who don't know who I am, who I haven't talked to before, uh, just get a little bit of feel for the person that's talking to you. I'm a travel enthusiast. I've been traveling the world since I was a young kid. Parents took me all over the world, so I consider myself to be pretty traveled, and that's something that I'm passing along to my children. Married to my wife Nancy, and have two crazy youngsters, Hunter and Ashlyn. You can see them in the picture there on the bottom right. I'm actually a full-time internet marketer. I work from home or wherever we're traveling to. So it's this kind of fits in really well with the travel um, stuff we're about to look at. So let's go ahead and move right into that. So how can you get 10 weeks per year of travel for just 5K? That's going to be through a travel club called Global Resorts Network. Now it's a 27-year-old travel company, and its sales are driven strictly through direct selling. They don't do any TV, radio, that kind of stuff. Like the big well-known names, Kayak, Orbitz, Expedia, those big bargain basement that I like to call them travel companies. Travel company in quotes, if you can really call them that. Global Resorts Travel Club, there's three levels of membership. The first level is gold level, and it includes 10 premium weeks per year to our huge selection of over 2,000 resorts and timeshares all over the world. Okay? Let me just quickly explain what premium weeks are. Premium weeks are you get 10 of them a year with Global Resorts in the gold level, and you're not going to pay any more than $398 for those premium weeks, and you're going to have access to the whole registry of resorts. Okay. Now, after you use your 10 weeks in a year, you can still travel the other 42 weeks of the year if you want using the membership, but you're going to end up paying 150, $200 more a week, no more than $799 per week max. So that's what $400 additional to be able to travel those off weeks that they're not, I don't want to say off weeks, but the weeks that aren't your premium weeks included in your membership. Okay, that's a 3-year membership, so after 3 years is up, you'll have to renew again. Okay, the platinum level, again, it's the same as the gold level. The only difference with the platinum level is that instead of being only a 3-year membership, as you can see right here, it's a lifetime membership and it's transferable. You can actually pass this on to your kids. Create a travel legacy and similar to what my parents did with me. It took me out, showed me the world, got me to enjoy traveling, enjoy going and seeing new places, and you can do the same thing with your family with the platinum level. The third level that we have is Platinum Plus. Now, this is really for the people that are really want to travel a lot. Because what happens with this level is instead of only getting 10 premium weeks a year, you get 20 premium weeks a year. So it's double. It's also a lifetime membership and transferable. That's the biggest difference with the Platinum membership is it doubles the number of premium weeks you get for a year. That's again the premium weeks are the 398 or less weeks all over the globe. Again, we got 2,000 resorts and timeshares, so you're not going to run out of any places to go, I assure you. Okay, so I want to jump into some comparison and examples of properties that we have access to in our resort registry. And what I've done is we went through yesterday and just pulled some random listings in the travel club back office that we're able to rent. And so I went ahead and pulled those up, and then I compared them with some well-known travel providers. Now these are just images that I took screencasts. They're not live. I'm going to actually take you to the site and just show you some of the stuff. I'm logged in on another screen once we get to that point. But I wanted to just show you the dramatic difference in savings that you're going to get with this membership. So here we're looking at the Residence Inn by Marriott in Las Vegas. Really nice place to go. You can look at these pictures and it's really nice. Okay. Um, the date's February 11th through February 18th, so that's what 7 nights. That's next month. It's a 2-bedroom unit and max occupancy of 6 people, it's going to run you $374 for the week, the entire week, not per night, uh, you know, for the whole week. Okay. So we jumped over to Expedia.com. This is again a screenshot I took, and it's cut off a little bit at the bottom because if you've used Expedia before, you have to register who's traveling and all that mess. But if you look at the trip summary that we put in, it's the Residence Inn by Marriott Las Vegas. Exact same thing we had right back here on the Global Resorts Network page. 1 bedroom suite, 7 nights, the exact same dates. Only 2 adults now. It would only let us do 2 adults. $1,254.40. So $1,250 or $374. Which one do you want to do? Okay, so that's Expedia. Let's look at one of these other bargain basement places, I like to call them. Orbitz. Everybody knows Orbitz, I'm sure. Uh, they've got the Residence Inn by Marriott Las Vegas. Exact same thing. Uh, you can look at the time frame, exact same time frame, number of nights. They're going to allow you 4 guests, $1,250 again. I mean, the savings is phenomenal. It's huge. Um, so that's just one example. Let's keep on going. Let's look at Hotel Molokai in Hawaii. I've never personally been here. We usually like to go to Kauai when we go over to Hawaii. We spend most of our time there. We just kind of went a couple times and fell in love with it, and that's where we usually like to go back to. Just because, not because we don't like to try new places, but whew, I mean it's hard to beat those sunrises, sunsets over there. I'm sure they're just as good here as well. I'm not saying they're not, but I just don't have personal experience on this island. But we looked at January 21st through January 28th, so that's actually what this coming week. Max occupancy is 2 people, $355 for the entire week. Okay, $355. Again, we pulled up Expedia. Uh, this is actually, I think, 1 week later. Let me look at. Yeah, that was January. This is actually 1 week later, so this is staying a week later, and they may have just not had access the week we were going. 2 adults, 7 nights, $1,170. Okay, $355 through Global Resorts Network, $1,170 through Expedia. Okay, that's their best price guarantee, right? So you could probably call them on that if it wasn't a private travel club. They only want to use that for public stuff that's publicly advertised. Here we go back to Orbitz again. Uh, same same dates. Is this the same dates? This is actually a week later again. Okay, yeah, I know what we did here. We couldn't actually get the same dates on all these, so we just got the closest thing we could get. Um, Again, you can see the dates. Same hotel, Hotel Malachi, 7 nights, 2 guests, $1,213. I mean, that's almost $900 savings. So it's substantial. Okay. This is probably the next place we're gonna go personally. The Bahamas. I don't know that we'll go to the Island Resort and Golf Club. It depends what they have for the kids. It's kind of, if you've got children, that kind of dictates a lot of how you travel. So that's, one thing we looked at, and I haven't looked into this specific resort enough to see if it's how kid friendly it is and that kind of thing. But we'll make a decision. We want to get to the Bahamas soon, probably in the next 3 months. Uh, so we looked at February 11th through February 18th, 2012, a 2 bedroom, max occupancy, 6 people. Okay, $398. Premium week, $398. Global Resorts Network. So you can see Island Resort Golf Club Bahamas. Now we're back here at Expedia again. Uh, exact same dates. 4 adults instead of 6. 7 nights. $1,085. $600 savings. Over 600. Almost $700 savings. Okay, over Expedia. I mean, you can see this. If you take, let's say, you're a platinum member in Global Resorts Network, and you only take um, 5 of your 10 vacations a year. The average savings that we've just seen, let's just say for round numbers, is $600 a week. That's $3,000 savings in a year. Okay, $3,000 savings over what you would pay if you weren't a member of the travel club. Okay. So that was Expedia, 1,085 bucks. Again, there's their best price guarantee. Kind of funny. It just makes me laugh a little bit. Exact same dates, exact same island resort and golf club in the Bahamas. 155 per night or $1,166. You too can stay at the Island Resort and Golf Club in the Bahamas if you want to pay Orbitz more money, or you can stay there for $398 through Global Resorts Network. Okay, so how can we do this? How can we, uh, on average, and this is not nothing firm, but we just looked at three different examples, and it was about an average of 600 bucks savings on a weekly basis. How can we do that? Well, we've gone to these 2,000 resorts in the last 27 years that the company's been in existence, and we've created relationships and said, look, we're building and growing a big travel membership club, and we're willing to take up rooms that you don't have, because most hotels and timeshare properties and luxury resorts, most of them end up at max 75% occupancy, max, the bulk of the time. So we go in there and say, you know what, we'll take that 25% of the time and offer it to our members, but we're not willing to pay any more than $799 per week max. Now, if it's a premium week, you book one of those weeks for a premium week, it's $398 max. As you saw in some of the examples, it was even a little less. I think we had one that was $360 up there. Okay, so we've gone to them and said, look, we're willing to help you out. We're willing to do this. And, the analogy I like to use with this is, it's just like an airline. The reason why do they do discounts on seats? Because the second that plane takes off the ground, every empty seat is not necessarily lost revenue, but it's not revenue gained. No matter if they do it they charge $5 for that seat, and the normal seat's $300. That's still an additional $5 that they wouldn't have had. Of course, there's some operating costs and break-even costs, so that may not have been a good example, but it's the same thing here. They're looking at it going, okay, if we get 400 bucks versus $0, and our cost of the cleaning people and that kind of stuff is $100 per week, we've still come out $300 to the good, more than we would have had with that room being vacant. So that's what we've been able to go in and negotiate, and it works really well. We've got thousands and thousands of satisfied customers that use this thing and swear by this membership. Okay, so the next natural question in your mind is, what's the investment? I've looked and looked and looked and looked before I purchased a Global Resorts Network membership. And similar travel club memberships with access to the same luxury resorts, less weeks, and most of the ones I looked at, none of them had 10 weeks like we do at Global Resorts. Most of them only have 4 weeks of premium weeks, and then the pricing goes up after the 4 weeks. But most of those were running around $21,000. $21,000. Okay, I mean that's a pretty substantial amount of money for anybody. So the next one, if you look at the average cost of a timeshare, and I researched this through the Timeshare Association, and I tried to quote it last week, and I couldn't remember it, so I'm just going to say it's the Timeshare Association. You can look it up on Google. They did a survey last year, and right now the average cost of a 1 week timeshare is 17,000 bucks for 1 week. Obviously, you can trade weeks and have points and do all that mess. My dad was actually that's how I was able to do a lot of traveling, because he had a couple timeshares, and I remember swapping points and buying points and all this stuff. And don't get me wrong, it enabled us to be able to do a lot of traveling. But still, you look at putting $17,000 into something that you're only going to get 1 week for, and then you have to pay $800 a year on top of it. It was actually a little less than 800 bucks a year for maintenance fees. It was actually like 795 was the average. But still, you look at that and you're going, my gosh, I mean, that's a lot of money to put into something to be able to have access only 1 week a year to it. Okay, I mean, for me, if I didn't know about Global Resorts, I would spend the extra 4,000 bucks and get access to 4 weeks all over the country. Not just the country, excuse me, the world, because we have resorts Australia, Scotland, Ireland, UK, you name it, we got it. So if my PowerPoint will cooperate with me, we'll move forward. So what's the investment for the gold level in Global Resorts Network? And again, just to remind you what that is, that's the 10 premium weeks per year to this gigantic selection of 2,000 resorts and timeshares that we have all over the world. You also get access to hot weeks, premium weeks. Those are all actually the weeks in general are guaranteed to run no more than 7.99. I actually made a little mistake in my slide. The premium weeks, which is the main point in the membership, they'll be no more than 3.98. The regular weeks, those are guaranteed. Those are the weeks that once you use up your 10 weeks, that's what you'll be in. Is just the regular weeks, and those are guaranteed to be no more than 7.99. So for that 3-year membership to have access to this is only 29.95. 2,995 bucks. Okay, you go back here and look at a travel club membership, luxury, or $21,000, or 1 week at a timeshare for 17K plus 795 a year in maintenance fees. And then you're looking at this value, 10 weeks, 3 years, 29.95. I mean, it's most people that get exposed to this realize that it's a no-brainer. Um, it just is. It just makes sense. It makes sense financially. It makes sense to be able to accomplish your goals. Whatever travel goals you have, it just makes sense because you have not only is it cost effective, but you have access to a ton more weeks of discounted travel. Okay. The platinum level, again, it's the same, 10 premium weeks, to the 2,000 resorts, but the difference in the gold is it's a lifetime membership now. You don't ever have to pay again. Transferable to your kids. It's $49.95 one-time fee. Okay, $4,995 for a lifetime membership. No yearly maintenance fees at $795. None of that junk. 10 weeks a year for the rest of your life that you want to travel. Okay, $4,995. The third level, you'd probably think. Remember, we talked about Platinum Plus, which was the 20 weeks. I mean, you'd probably guess it was how much. Just quickly, type some numbers in. 20, 21,000, 18,000, 10,000. 10,000 is about the closest one that it is. But the Platinum Plus level, to get access to double the weeks, 20 weeks. So if you want to travel 20 weeks out of the 52 a year, you can do it and save $600 per week over Expedia, Orbitz, what any of the supposed bargain travel places are. Right now, you can get access to that Platinum Plus membership for $7,495, one-time fee. Now, there is a caveat with this. That's price is limited to February 14th, 2012, and I don't use scarcity to have you want to make a decision. This is actually real. We got a notification from corporate office that on February 15th the price of this is going to go. They haven't set it in stone yet, but it's going to be between $12,000 and $13,000. And obviously they're going to bump up the benefits that are in the package so that the value's there. But it's going to be 12, 13,000 bucks. But you can get that if you're a serious traveler. Maybe you're retired, maybe you have a flexible job, like me, internet marketing. I can do it from anywhere as long as I have internet access and a laptop. I can, continue to bring in income. 7,495 bucks. I mean, let's just scroll back real quick again. $21,000 luxury travel, less than 4 weeks at the most, or 1 week of a timeshare, 17K, and $800 a year, $795 a year. Or for the people that want to travel, 20 weeks a year. Premium weeks, less than $398 guaranteed. Lifetime membership, transferable, $7,495 till February 14th, and then again, like I said, it's going to go somewhere 12 to 13,000 bucks. Substantial. I mean that makes a lot of people's eyes open really wide. One noteworthy thing I wanted to share with you before we get moving on to some of the live examples is that Global Resorts does pay affiliates. As I mentioned, that the only way that this membership is sold is through direct selling. So they pay affiliates like me, which this is the bulk of my income, commissions for referring friends, family, etc. So, do you realize that you could actually get your membership for free with a couple referrals just to talking to family and friends, that like to travel? I mean, everybody knows people that are all the time. You're thinking, gosh, they're out traveling all the time. Um, they would be a perfect candidate for this. Show it to them. If they like it, they're going to be able to, you've seen the savings right there. We just showed 3 examples. I can go through in just a second. We'll go through the back office and, I'll show you some more right on the home page. Okay. So I just wanted to mention that if that's something you might be interested in finding out a little bit more about that, that's fine. I'm not going to cover that now because, most of the people on here are looking just strictly for travel, but just wanted to let you know that that option's out there, that if you did have some friends and family that you wanted to have pay for your membership for you, you would have it for free. That option's available. Okay. Again, my name's Eric McMillan. 256-272-1752 is my phone number. And it's kind of late tonight, so I'd prefer, unless you're ready to sign up and get going right now, and you got just a couple last minute questions, I prefer you just to call me tomorrow. It's late here in Alabama where I am. So um, that's my phone number just to get any questions answered. Feel free to call me. I don't bite it. We'll just talk, and if it's a right fit, it's a right fit. If it's not, it's not. It's no harm, no foul. You don't know until you look at it. If you would like additional information, you can go to grntravelclub.info, grntravelclub.info, and there's about a 60 or 70-minute video on there by one of the co-owners of the Global Resorts Network, just going through some more examples of some of the discounts that you can find, some of the deals you'll find for the premium weeks, um, just some more examples, so you can kind of see it in real time. Again, you guys got any questions? Let me pull the chat bar open, and just see if nobody's got any questions. Huh? Oh, wait a minute, there's one. Um, how much is the yearly? There is no yearly fee with Global Resorts Network. It doesn't matter if you join at the gold level or at the platinum or at the platinum plus. There is no yearly fee. The one thing I will say about that, the noteworthy section about where you can actually make a commission by referring friends and family that travel that would be interested in this. If you decide that's something that you'd like to look at and just be able to show this to other people, there is a $100 per year fee to have the website where you can send people where they can go ahead and sign up. They can view the presentation and go ahead and sign up. That's just $100 a year. If you choose to do that, it's not mandatory. I tell most people, not a bad thing just to go ahead and do it, because as you get out and use the membership yourself, you're a walking testimonial for it, and you're excited. You tell people about it. It's just going to be natural that they're going to want to go ahead and at least take a look at it. Maybe you show it to a couple people and somebody signs up, and maybe you don't pay for the whole membership, but you pay for half of it. I mean, that's still better than buying a 10K, or excuse me, 17K timeshare and not having any opportunity to do anything. Okay. So again, if you need more information or want more right now, you can actually go to grntravelclub.info, and I've got it open, so I'm going to just show you that right now, what it looks like, so you'll know that you're on the right spot when you get there. Before I click off, go ahead and write my phone number down. 256-272-1752. I stay on the phone pretty regularly through the day, so if you do not get me, leave a message. Make sure you let me know what it's about, and I'll call you back as quickly as possible, usually probably within 30-45 minutes. Depending, unless I don't think tomorrow I've got any conference calls, so I should be good, pretty wide open. So let me. All right, so we're back. I've got the back office of Global Resorts Network open here. Let me move that out of the way so that kind of moves. You see, it's me and my wife's membership. And here's just some, these are like some last minute deals they got. You want to go to Cabo for $398 in the next couple weeks? There you go. There's $398 Utah. They've got what they call hot weeks. Oh, wait a minute. It's logged me out. Let me log back in again. Log me out because I was inactive. I had it open too long. But you can click on these and see this. There's some featured cruises. You'll go to Alaska, Eastern Caribbean, 629. I mean, so it's not just that kind of stuff. Not just vacation travel. There's cruises here. Let's click on some of the hot weeks. I mean, look at these prices for a week. This is for a week in Australia, $200. I mean, there's the Bahamas, 398 for a week. That was actually one of our examples right there. Um, Belize, Canada, Canary Islands. I've been there. China. I mean, you want to go to China? There you go. Colombia, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, England, Guatemala, India. I mean, it's like I said, we have places all over the world. Obviously, Mexico, super popular. New Zealand, Scotland. I'm from, my heritage from Scotland. I've never. Well, let me take that back. I've been there once. I was like 18 months old. So have I really been there enough to you know take in my heritage and stuff? No, we're going back. South Korea, Taiwan, Thailand, Virgin Islands. Obviously, your USA resorts: Arizona, California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, um, South Carolina, Tennessee. I tell you what, while I'm looking through this, why don't one of you just throw out a place you'd like to go and let's just see what they got? Hawaii? Yeah, I mean everybody wants to go to Hawaii, right? Um, which I mean we kind of showed that in the just a minute ago, but let's just see what they have available. Um, this is hot weeks. They may not have any hot weeks. Oh, there you go. Island of Oahu. Kuho Banyan Club, 398 a week. That's in Honolulu for a studio. Sick. I mean, 398 a week in Hawaii. You just can't beat that. Give me something else to look at. Let me scroll down and just show you what else we got. Venezuela. Okay, so that's the end of it. Um, England. There you go. Somebody said England. I just happened to cross it. How about 400 bucks for a week in England? I mean, it's just crazy. Um, you can get up here and search resorts. We'll just click on that real quick. And, here, this is all where we have resorts. So basically all over the world. And we've even got some stuff in the ones I think there in India. Um, so that's, this is just kind of the back office stuff. You can go get some instant bookings right away. They actually have a call center. I didn't mention that. We have a call center, so you don't have to just book it online. You can actually call them up and say, "Hey, I want this at this time," and they'll go out and get it for you. Okay? So I mean, it's really an incredible program. Um, this is again, this is the back office. Let me just show you the page I was going to show you, the GRN travelclub.info, grntravelclub.info. This is just a little website I put up that's got discover the hidden path, week-long vacations for as low as 298. Here's this video that I was telling you about, roughly 60, 70 minutes, that details and gives you some more examples about the membership. It's one of the co-owners doing it. Uh, Obviously, if you're ready to get started, you can click here and go through. You can call this number, 256-990-2317. That's somebody on my team. Here's something cool you can do. I'm not going to give you access to the actual back office where you can book stuff, but I can give you access to the resorts registry right here. Once it opens up, you can put the username resort and the password look for. Again, resort and look for, that's my guest password I have set up for you. And you can actually view the listings of all, excuse me, hold on just a second. Had to get some water there, getting a little dry, running off at the mouth. But you can actually go through and view all the resorts that are in the registry. Now, you won't be able to see the pricing, obviously, because you're not a member, but you will be able to go through there and just look at the resorts and the areas that we have. Okay, so this is the grntravelclub.info page. I just wanted to show it to you so when you got there, you knew this is what it looked like. If we don't have any more questions, let me pull this up real quick and check. No, cool stuff. Yeah, thanks. Um, can't tell it, but these things, I don't want to say terrify me, but I'm not good talking. You wouldn't believe it by the way I ramble on, but I'm just not good at talking. So, um, cool things. Be calling you. Yeah, Tom, I look forward to talking to you. Again, it's pretty late here at my house, so if you could do that tomorrow, that would be super. Um, that way I can get to sleep, and my kids will be up early in the morning, getting ready to go to school, so I don't want to be dragging too much. Okay. Nobody's got any other questions. Uh, my phone number again is 256 272 1752. You can call that number, or you can call one of my other teammates, 256 990 2317, and get your questions answered. Um, this page again is GRN Today. No, excuse me, that's not the right one. GRN Travel Club .info. GRN Travel Club .info. I have a GRN Today, but that's not this site. GRN Travel Club .info. If you want to go ahead and look at this and look it over. Um, Again, I did record this, so I'm going to go ahead and get this thing rendered out when we're done here. And if I don't talk to you guys before, the weekend, you guys have a great weekend. Watch some football. I know I'm going to love it. I don't know how many of you guys love football or gals or what you're into, but obviously travel's one of your loves. It's one of mine, so it's a commonality we share. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you later. This is Eric McMillan. See ya.